When you talked about the ayahuasca experience, and you talked about the goddess coming to you, and that you choose to believe that it's real, my thoughts on this whole what is real and what is not real thing, what I've been thinking lately is that it doesn't really even matter.
Yeah.
Because what it is it's about the experience itself. And the best parts of psychedelic experiences are the learning parts. It sounds like so boring to people because they think like, oh no, I thought I was going to see amazing things and I was going to watch elephants fly and it was going to be mad hallucinations, which does occur sometimes, but that's not what it's really about. What it's really about is about a learning experience. It's about massive leaps in development of your personality and your psyche, your worldview, your personal view. And these massive leaps that happen through psychedelics, they happen exactly the same way if you really do encounter a goddess or if this goddess is just conjured up by your imagination in incredibly vivid detail. Either one is the same experience to you personally.
Yeah. I think that's a very important point.
It's a very important point because, yes, it might be a hallucination, but it is immensely beneficial. Or it might not be a hallucination, and we might not have a full account of what the fuck goes on in the human consciousness, especially during altered states.
Absolutely.
And to go one way or the other, I think, is absurd.
We don't need to do that.
We don't need to.
We can just say that here is an incredibly valuable experience.
Yes.
Which is available to us, and which let's not forget that humanity has had a long relationship with these plants. This is one of the problems, again, caused by the war on drugs, which is that it sought to intervene in that relationship and demonize and make it dangerous to use them because you might get sent to prison. You can get sent to prison for a very long time. People live in fear. What we need is a nurturing society which makes it possible for people to have these experiences in the safest, most loving environment. The love is key. If you're feeling threatened in your head at a particular time, if you're in a space that is uncomfortable or difficult for you, the chances are the psychedelic experience will also be uncomfortable and difficult. The more that you can control the space, the more that you can be surrounded by others who love you and have your best interests at heart, the more likely you are to have a very beneficial experience from that. And those beneficial experiences can and frequently do include painful moments when you come to realization of actually who you are and what you are. And this is, I mean, it's absolutely fundamental with ayahuasca, is what I call the life review, where you see the impact of your behavior on others, which previously you had insulated yourself from. And when you see the pain you'd caused, you might have felt perfectly justified at the time. When you see it, and you see it with that clarity, it makes you strongly motivated not to do that again.
Yeah.
So it's a very important learning experience. They call them plant teachers. They call them teachers in the Amazon.
That aspect, that learning from your past mistake aspects exists in a lot of psychedelics. It's a core factor of psychedelics.
I would say it's a core factor of all psychedelics.
And I always felt like it's really ironic that law enforcement works against psychedelics because nothing would benefit law enforcement more than psychedelics.
Absolutely.
If psychedelics were legal, there'd be so many less crimes.
So many less crimes.
First of all, the drug crimes be out the door, and then it would be a matter of how many people are on mushrooms are going to rob your house. How about zero?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, they would ask you for food if they were that starving.
Yeah.
I just think that we have this incredible ally that our culture, our society, we have this amazing plant thing that we've discovered in several different forms.
Yeah.
And we've made all of them outside of our reach. We put all of them outside legal reach, which is insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going on. I mean, why is society on this self-destructive trip right now?
They're ignorant. It's essentially, I believe, and it sounds crazy, but I believe this. I believe that psychedelics are here for human beings to take to move to the next level of consciousness, and they can elevate us away from our warlike ways.
I'm with you on that.
I think it's the only thing. The only thing. I don't think ideology, morality shifts with understanding, with the exchange of information. I think morality escalates slowly but surely all throughout culture, and eventually we may get to a term or a time in the future where we're not warlike at all.
Yeah.
But the best way to do that is through psychedelics.
Psychedelics can help,
And the people who are involved in the running of things most likely are ignorant to the experience. And so what you're dealing with is someone who is 50, 60 years into a lifelong, closed-off ego trip of death and destruction, and they're the ones that are running the world.
Unfortunately, they're the ones that are running the world.
That's why we're so fucked. We're not so fucked because humans are evil. And when you look around at all the nice people that you meet, you get really confused as to how the world can be so fucked up.
How can it be so fucked up?